without the underwear is certainly no better.
That's pretty epic party. Y'all lose the underwear and the shirt. I'll agree with it's too early in the morning for some of it.
I never agree.
Okay. Oh, really? Oh, switch your overlay window too. What? Oh, shit. Okay. Gotta change the overlay. Okay. No, it's still there, look.
Finally, meet you guys, little lady from Dunkirk, Millie and Moxie, for doing that feature. Thank you very much, Brian, the pizza guy. I'm sure it's your legal name. We got 37 seconds left before we get started back.
One of the cameras not feeding its signal. That's the one.
I told him mine was
Okay,
cooler
let's
than
try
theirs.
this. Hang on. It takes a minute.
And we are back. Welcome for our Sylvia today. I'm Sylvia and Suzanne. We have a button payout.
Okay, it's just a crap cable. Can you follow this line? See if you can identify. Well, it goes out to this camera I'm pointing at.
Okay.
Check the connection on the camera. That's what it's got to be. Check the connection on the camera.
I'm actually going to run into the bathroom.
Okay, do it. No, that camera. I need a minute. Okay, it's looking better now.
Now, you guys incredibly slow. Frozen action derby going on.
Good?
Are we up?
Yeah.
And they're off.
Shit, you're not quite up. Not quite. That's okay. Don't stress it.
And we have back one penalty out there. Please, Cameron? Yes, we do.
This one should be dot 4.
Welcome back to this second half here on Track 2, Santa Cruz Derby Girls and Pacific Roller Derby. In that first jam of the second half, we saw Raven Von Chaos for Santa Cruz becoming your lead jammer and dominating that jam.
I think you... Oh. It's my fault for having that on there.
I told him I thought you guys were
And our DNN announcers have had a minor beer spill. Technical difficulties. More of the technical difficulties.
I apologize for screaming. Now we've got Ida Black Sheep jamming for Santa Cruz. And who do we have on the track for that? Suki to you.
You mean 2F4U, Suki to you?
Yes, that would be the one. And Ida Black Sheep is heading to the box for a penalty.
Keep talking, I'll turn you up.
All right, and here we go. We've got Foxy Firestorm in the pack with Queen Litigious and Angelina Roli. And it looks like Suki to you is your lead jammer, which is great news for Pacific. Oh, Shamrock and Roller taking her out in turn 1, narrowly avoiding those little fingers.
Suki getting knocked to the inbounds. That was Foxy Firestorm.
And Foxy does not like that call, but she's going to the box nonetheless. This is a power jam for Pacific. Really wanting to put some points up there on the board and get their game together. I'll bet halftime was a big pep talk for them.
Yeah. Well, defense. They need to get their blockers into the fray to open up some holes for their jammers.
There's a nice wall there by Pacific. Trying to goat Angelina Roli as she's trying to handle Suki all by herself.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if it were up to me, I would take some of the blockers, at least one blocker from Pacific, and use them to help the jammer, to break up some of that Santa Cruz defense right there, because it is a tough strategy for them to leave their jammer all alone to deal with these Santa Cruz blockers.
It is, and, a lot of times what you'll see, we talked about this earlier, or maybe the earlier game, is just do defense and let your jammer do what they need to do. That isn't going to work for Pacific right now, not against Santa Cruz defensive line girls.
And it looks like Suki picked up a cutting penalty. She'll be hitting the box right now.
Well, that's good news for Ida Black Sheep, who was serving a penalty, went back onto the track, and within one lap got sent back to the box for another major. And we have an official timeout, and you know what I would like to do right now is talk a little bit about Atom Juke wheels. They're perfect for flat track derby. The Juke 2.0 allows the skater to maneuver, speed up, and slow down much easier. They also allow for quicker hockey stops and faster recovery. Try some today from Atom Wheels.
Series of penalties back there. It looks like there's a little bit of confusion, and refs have to work that out.
And we've got this next jam starting, and it almost looked like there was no jammer.
I was going to say, that's very unorthodox. A no jammer jam. That's like a Zen. It's like a Zen cone.
We don't do that anymore. Not after this new rule set.
No.
That used to be the dance party jam.
Oh, nice move by Ida on one skate, hugging that inside line and right through the pack without even getting touched.
She got a little coaching from team captain Lulu Lockjaw during that last penalty. And I think what Lulu said to her was, get out of the box, stay out of the box.
Yeah. That's wise words from Lulu Lockjaw.
Yeah. It looked like there might have been a couple swears in there, but I'm just guessing at that. And that's a grand slam for Ida Black Sheep.
Boy, Santa Cruz really having a good run with the grand slams this entire game.
Oh, are we hearing that the video is down from our text casters? I don't know if audio is down as well.
I think we're still going.
We'll get some feedback from Ivana Spankin, who's sitting next to her. Fingers a-flying text casting for you all. Meanwhile,
and Suki really getting the business in that pack. Hit after hit, blow after blow. Getting up back on her skates after hitting the ground turn number 1.
And Ida Black Sheep calls off that jam. Getting a little high five from her teammates. Thanks for ending that jam on the track, Jammer. Thanks, stupid. Thanks for the penalties. Candy Hooligan on the line there for Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I'm assuming that she's all bent over, but I'm assuming that's Soviet Suzette. I'll know as soon as she straightens her back.
With the zebra pants. We thank the skaters for wearing something identifiable like zebra panties.
Mm-hmm.
We thank the skaters just for being here. Really, it would be ridiculous if they weren't and we were.
That would be quite ridiculous.
Candy Hooligan right through that pack, and she's your lead jammer. With Soviet Suzette getting a mean workup from Queen Litigious.
Yeah, she tried to take the outside line entering that pack and paid for it. Got blocked to the out of bounds. There goes Candy right around her.
We had a little ref takedown there at turn 3, which used to be 600 points, but that also has changed. But if you're playing the DNN drinking game at home, ref takedown means take a sip.
Or a guzzle, depending on what your version of a sip is. I'm not sure.
Well, considering the rules, when you have a little sip during a lead change and such, we're not going to see any lead changes today, I don't believe. So drink while you can.
You mean in this game?
And not in this game. And
well,
it's after 12 o'clock noon here on the west in the western region.
And not to doom Pacific to their fate, but to me, in my eyes, like I said, after seeing him last year, and we've got Soviet Suzette heading to the penalty box, power jam for Santa Cruz right now. But I think they look fantastic to me. I mean, playing a team like Santa Cruz right now
and holding it together
yeah.
on the track. And no, I don't mean to undercut or undermine what Pacific is doing on the track. It's just that at this point in the game, I don't think they're looking for a win. I think they're looking to play good derby.
Yeah.
Candy Hooligan lifting that left leg to stay in the track successfully.
Yep. I'm still waiting to see if Candy can pull off a double Bangkok chili dog, which I saw in an earlier game. I think that raises the bar for her.
So that would be jumping the apex. Is that twice in one turn or one here and one in turn?
No, clearing 2 people.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh.
And I believe that was Ghetto Fabulous from ACDG that did that in an earlier game.
That's impressive.
Yes. She's got those long, ropey legs, though.
Ropey. Is that ropey?
Yeah.
Sweetheart, your legs are ropey.
Yeah.
I want to tie a knot like a sailor.
Mm-hmm. Keeping myself from drifting away.
Think about baseball. There's Shamrock and Roller, the only jammer on the track right now for Santa Cruz.
That's right. Soviet still in the box.
She's such a good blocker, and she can just block her own way through any pack just about, and she just showed us how.
And I would think that Pacific might want to pick up the pace here. It looks like they're trying to. Santa Cruz doing a good job of actually trying to hold them back.
And we have number 50 being called to the box. Attempt